And now it's time for the most anxiously awaited event on our Motorweek calendar. And I'm not talking about vacation. It's our annual Motorweek Driver's Choice Awards. Every year, our staff assembles to debate which new cars and trucks offer the best combination of performance, utility, and value. The winners range from basic econo boxes to exotic sports cars. They're all different, but everyone's a winner. The first category in Motorweek's 1994 Driver's Choice Awards is Best Small Car. Our winner, the Dodge and Plymouth Neon. Only 3 years ago, it appeared doubtful that any manufacturer would ever again start the costly process of designing an American-made small car. Chrysler Corporation's Neon shows just how quickly the global automotive business can change and how agile companies can capitalize from it. Neon simply offers more space, performance, safety, and finesse for the dollar than any other car being sold in America today. The story of our best station wagon, the Volvo 850 Sports Wagon, is also one of change and resurgence. While American companies were never supposed to be able to build small cars again, the Europeans were being counted out in all but the highest price categories. Now they're back with sedans, and in Volvo's case, a station wagon, priced well within the reach of many American families. And Volvo delivered the kind of wagon that consumers are demanding: front-wheel drive, dual airbags, and even a third seat. But the really remarkable thing about the 850 Sports Wagon is that if you don't look in the rearview mirror, you could fool yourself that this family hauler was really a sport coupe. While station wagons are making a resurgence, in 1993, over 1 million of the new vehicles sold in America were minivans. We found it was fitting that on the 10th anniversary of the design that started it all, our best minivan nod goes to Chrysler for their Dodge Caravan, Plymouth Voyager, and Chrysler Town & Country. Despite new competition from home and abroad, the Chrysler design has consistently reinvented itself to remain the benchmark for its class. Improvements for 94 include more V6 power and being the first minivan with dual airbags. So far, we've been very practical in our awards. However, we must confess, the better the performance, the better we enjoy our work. That's why selecting the best sport coupe of the year, the Ford Probe GT, was one of our biggest pleasures. Even with new competition, the voting was lopsided in favor of our old favorite. We continue to be impressed by its sleek silhouette, international engineering, superb build quality, driver-friendly interior, and most of all, outstanding front drive performance on the track and on the street. Family sedans are still the core of the automotive industry, but thankfully they no longer have to be boring. There was no real competition for our best domestic brand sedan winner last year or this year. The Chrysler LH Threesome, Dodge Intrepid, Eagle Vision, and Chrysler Concorde. We continue to praise LH for innovative styling, value, safety, best-in-class interior room and comfort, and a style of street performance that transcends national borders. Our pick for Best Import Brand Sedan is a new design, but with a name familiar to millions of households, the Honda Accord. Through 5 generations, Accord has pushed the envelope of family transportation to new heights of practicality, reliability, and owner loyalty. The new Accord adds sophistication and driving refinement to its long list of attributes. Honda also kept this well-rounded sedan affordable by importing most of production not from Japan, but from Ohio. We have to confess real affection for the winner of Motorweek's Best Convertible for 1994, the Ford Mustang Convertible. 30 years ago, the first Mustang galloped onto the American car scene in tune with a new youthful attitude. The newest member of this bloodline is in many ways that same sunshine-filled car with similar enthusiasm and excitement, but understanding that some of its fans may be a lot younger in heart than of mind and body. Still, with a well-seasoned V8 under the Mustang saddle and the kind of chassis and tire engineering that was unknown even on racing cars 3 decades ago, it is clear that this steed is a winner. While the classic image of the American pony car is one to be proud of, domestic luxury cars traditionally conjure up a less flattering, bloated image. However, the manufacturer of our best domestic brand luxury car has been toiling around the clock for much of the last decade to change that. Cadillac's latest effort, the Northstar V8-powered DeVille Concours, is truly amazing. A big, luxurious car with the emphasis on big, but one that is as enjoyable to drive as many of the small, taut sports sedans that just might fit into its trunk. At the start of the 90s, it looked like the once prestigious European makers had lost their luxury car magic. With a history of being slow to respond to the U.S. market, the speed at which Mercedes-Benz did a U-turn alone deserves accolades. However, their winning C-Class, the car that is the end result of their efforts, happens to be a knockout too. C-Class is roomy, very safe, and you'll never want to let anyone else drive it. Best of all, you can own one without paying Uncle Sam a cent in luxury tax. Luxury is not a key determiner for our Best Performance Car Award, although we will admit to not being stressed out after dozens of laps and thousands of miles in our repeat winners, the Chevrolet Camaro and Pontiac Firebird. These very close relatives are also among the safest cars available, featuring dual airbags and anti-lock brake standard on all models. You do have choices to make, however, between a low-rise hardtop and an equally dramatic convertible, and between a gutsy V6 or a Corvette V8. Our F-Body winners prove that to own a lot of hot car, you don't need a lot of cold cash. Now, I own a pickup truck, but I must confess it is very much unlike the winner of our Best Pickup Truck category, the all-new Dodge Ram. My truck doesn't have the Ram's airbag or cup holder or roomiest in class cabin or a quiet ride that is better than many cars. My pickup also doesn't have Ram's choice of 5 engines, including an 8-liter V10. My pickup doesn't look as aggressive as Ram, and it can't come close to hauling or towing the loads that Ram can. In fact, not only does my pickup truck not measure up to the Ram, no one else's does either. Sometimes it's too easy to hang on to old favorites, so our driver's choice rules discourage selecting the same winner in a category for 3 years in a row. However, we do give ourselves an out. We can pick a 3-time winner if it's unanimous. That's the case for this year's Best Sport Utility Vehicle, the Jeep Grand Cherokee. For 3 years, we have been enamored with Grand Cherokee's handsome styling, choice of rugged 6- and 8-cylinder engines, and user-friendly 4-wheel drive systems that can tackle every chore, from high mountain trails to just getting the family home safely in rough weather. Then there are our best dream machines, cars that we can hardly say are values, except that they provide us with the extra kick that makes our job so enjoyable. Our first winner, the incomparable Porsche 911, is one of few cars to survive for 3 decades, but in this case it really is the same but better. Back for its latest, and it is said last reincarnation, all of us should wear our age this well. Our second dream machine is also European, although from a bit further south. Congratulations to the Ferrari 348 Spider. While this is Ferrari's first 2-seat convertible in 2 decades, they certainly didn't miss a beat. We can't think of any driving experience that makes us smile broader. Our third winner is a dream machine for nightmare roads, the AM General Hummer. The Hummer is one vehicle that has proven it can be depended upon. Once drivable only by enlisted personnel, it is now available to any civilian with good credit and a very wide garage. Now for a very special Driver's Choice Award. Every year we try to single out one manufacturer who spends the time, money, and talent to look beyond today's sales charts and plan for the future. We are pleased to award our Best Auto Show Concept Prize to the Mercedes-Benz Vision A. The Vision A is not some outrageous vehicle with little practicality. Rather, this small multi-fuel concept is a clear vision of how one of the grandest car companies plans to cope with rapidly changing times without losing sight of what made its product so desirable. And that's our desirable list of winners of Motorweek's 1994 Driver's Choice Awards. Be sure to join us for the next Motorweek when we test the Mercedes-Benz that rewrites the rules about diesels. I'm John Davis. We'll see you then.
To order a video cassette of this program, call 1-800-422-0064 or send $29.95 plus $4 shipping and handling to this address.